Hey everybody, welcome back to Gordon's Pub. Today I'm working on a double oak honey finish project. I had taken 13 bottles of E.H. Taylor small batch, put them in this new Char 3 barrel. I also raised bees, so I filled this barrel with my honey for a month, left my honey in there for a month, drained it out, then put in the 13 bottles of E.H. Taylor small batch, and today I am just going to bottle it and complete the project. I'm gonna dip the tops in wax and the top of the cans too. When I have a stamp that I'm gonna be stamping on them too. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start filling some of these bottles. Next, we've got an inline filter to pull out any large char pieces. The variable speed motor control. I'm doing 8 bottles currently, and then I'll do the rest. I'll do one more, but you get the gist, and then I'll start up again when I start putting my custom labels on. I'm dipping it in beeswax that I harvested from my hive's honeycomb after I extracted the honey. You can actually wash the wax just to get the residual honey off, so you end up with a pure wax product. But like I said, you get the gist. I'm going to fill these last 3, and then I'll do some recording on the next phase. Alright, I'm going to heat shrink the lids on this bottle since the tape has been cut, since they were refilled. Since when we turn them upside down and dipping them in wax, I don't want this cork to pop because it's heating up or creating any pressure inside. So I'm going to heat shrink them to help those corks stay in while I'm dipping them in the hot wax. Hopefully you can see that shrink wrap shrinking, sucking in, getting a good grip on the cork and the bottle. That should do it. But you get the gist. Now I'm going to turn off the camera and I'm going to do the rest of them, and then I'll turn it back on and video me dipping them in the wax. And again, final thing that I do is just again my B stamp right on the top. Just hold it for a second. The metal on the stamp helps cool the wax so it sets. And there we go. That about wraps it up. I'm going to dip the cans, the tubes in the wax as well. And I'll show the last one when I do it. How's it going? So I've got everything shrink wrapped. I just waxed 8 of them. I've already done 2 other ones, makes it 10. This makes it 11. There's still probably a couple bottles still in here. I'm not taking everything out because I want the bottle to, or the barrel to, stay moist. So I'm going to leave a couple bottles in there, and I guess it's just going to keep getting oaky until I decide what I'm putting in there next. So again, this is just a wax melter right here, and I just simply dip it, let it run a little bit, let it cool, rotate it a little bit, just trying to get a few little wax runs down the sides of the bottle. Just let it cool, rotate a little bit, just to rotate those runs. I got the runs. Keep it upside down because the cold whiskey in the neck helps to harden the wax a little bit quicker, so I don't want to dip it too long. I don't want to obviously melt on or melt off what I'm melting on. I'm trying to get stuck on. Just try not to leave it in too long. We'll run down the side. Rotate it a little bit. I think I dip it probably about 10 times maybe just to get a little bit of that wax thickness on there. Letting it get a little bit stiff. Yeah, the wax. So again, the barrel holds just about 13 bottles. I've taken 11 out. I don't know what I've lost in Angel Share. It's the first time using that barrel, so wax harden a little bit. Watching the paint dry, watching the wax dry. But that's about all it is to it. I'm gonna go ahead and dip just the top, because what I'm gonna do is I'm going to stamp the bottle with my little B stamp. I'm not sure you can see that. It's like my sigil. If I was on Game of Thrones, this would be my, on my house sigil, on my flag.